Hello chocks and chocolate, known in between, Roberto here for another video review, this time with the Aero chocolate mini eggs. Purely chocolate, yeah. What does it say? Feel the bubbles melt, TM. Yes, an Aero registered. Yeah, so, well, I mean, what is it? Well, it's basically Aero in mini egg form. Aero, for those of you who don't know, it's basically, well, an aerated chocolate, essentially. It's Nestlé's sort of variant of, or version of the Cadbury Wispa, really. But I've always found them never to be quite as good. They're always a bit, the chocolate's not the best, I don't think, in Aero. And I think the bubbles are too thick as well. That's my previous experience. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens when I taste these. Quite excited about them. It's got the typical sort of, you know, it's an Easter product. It's got the typical sort of, or spring product, if you want to say that. It's got the typical affair going with butterflies, you know, it's got the nest. It's quite a typical affair. It's got, well, there's not green ground, but you can see it's a chocolate. Almost dropped in there. Chocolate sort of, yeah, field, I guess. Field of chocolate. That's very nice, and little chocolate effects there. Nice little chocolate swirl there on the nest. I guess it reminds me, I don't know if you remember those secret bars. That was basically, they sort of like had a nest of chocolate on the outside, and then inside, imagine the surround of the bar was this, then on the inside was like a fluffy centre, and you know, this was like made of chocolate. Very interesting, very different. There's nothing really like that anymore. I don't know why they stopped those. Was it made by Cadbury? I'm not sure. Interesting bar though it was. Wish they brought that back. Yeah. Okay, well there we go. Lots of bubbles as well, as you can see. Has that sort of matte effect. I think Galaxy had like a similar product packaging to this. Maybe that's why they've changed it. They've changed it, gone all white recently. So maybe, yeah. I've got some Galaxy Enchanted Eggs coming later. You see they're quite similar. Yeah, I think Galaxy have sort of gone away from this look a bit and sort of just gone purely white. So maybe it's a bit too similar to these, maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's why they did it, whether it's just other reasons, but I quite like Galaxy looking like this. But then I can see if they would, it looks a bit too much like Aero, maybe. What's the information on the back say? Cocoa plant, supported farmers, better chocolate. Know your servings. 8 eggs is 1 serving, 100 grams, 557 calories, 30.4 grams of fat, 17.8 of which are saturates. Then per 8 eggs, which is 1 serving, 128 calories, 7.3 grams of fat, 4.3 of which are saturates. So it's pretty much just over the middle of the 500 to 550 range that I say most chocolates seem to fall into per 100 grams. So yeah, it's pretty much middle of the road there. Yeah, palm oil, is palm oil in it. So let's see, can we see it? Mango kernel. Yes, it's got palm fat anyway. There we go. Yeah, got a reseal sticker there. Never used one of those in my life. Does it even say it's one? Is it a reseal sticker? I don't think it is. I think it's just a shiny circle, I think. I don't know why that's there. Yeah, I don't know why that's there at all. I can't put it seems to be able to peel it off anyway. Very odd, but it's there. There we go. Unusual. Alright, so that's very empty as well. This, you see this seam at the bottom, which is impossible to have anything in it. So, you know, that's sort of, you know, sort of a flourish there. And of course on the top. So what is quite a large bag, it really is kind of quite a lot smaller. I think Nestlé have tried to say that they're making things, reducing their packaging. Yeah, but this isn't one of them, or at least, you know, yeah, they've not done it for this one. But for some of us, that Smarter Mini Eggs they have, but not for these. And the bag size is 70 grams as well. Yeah, so it's not like it weighs more. The other ones are at, yeah, 70 grams. So it's vegetarian. The other one's about 80 grams as well, so in a smaller pack. So, yeah, there you go. Alright, well, I think we should give it an open. So let's do it. Let's give it an open. Right, okay, let's give these Aero chocolate mini eggs an open. Purely chocolate mini eggs, keep forgetting to say that. An open. Yes, let's give that a go. There doesn't seem to be any seam on the back that I can particularly grab, but there is slightly. Yeah. Okay, so time recording on about 760 reviews, I think it is. So yeah, so after you've liked this video and subscribe to the channel, in the top right hand corner there'll be a link to a playlist of all my other reviews. So after you've liked this one, if you like this one, hopefully you will, click on that link and check them out. Hugely appreciated. I'll do a playlist, a link to a playlist of all my Easter reviews at some point as well, so yeah. Okay, so let's have a look at these. I feel like these might be ones that aren't actually egg-shaped, they're more like, I don't know, just, well, there's a nice smell coming from them, tablet shape maybe, but you can see they're basically just two halves symmetrical stuck together. This one, some of them not very well, some of them better than others, but you can see there's a seam. So eggs obviously aren't symmetrical, they're sort of, egg shaped. These aren't. These are sort of capsule shaped. Yeah, so the suppositories, if anything, really, it's certainly not eggs. Lots of companies do this where they cheat. They don't make something egg shaped. Yeah, they just basically just stick two halves together. So it's a bit rubbish, that. So not really mini eggs at all. You kind of hide the fact as well on the front when you look at it. You can see you can't see the bottom of them, so they're not really lying about it as such by implying that they're one shape on the front, because they can't tell because of the nest. But even so, meant to be mini eggs. They're clearly clearly not. Mini capsules maybe, or just capsules. So they look a bit like a Kinder egg, really. You know, that sort of shell. Okay, so let's see how tall they are. About 2.4, 2.5 centimeters in height, and the width at the center, pretty much. About 1.7. There we go. Let's give one a chop. Oh, let's see how many do we get as well. Let's have a check. 5, 10. We'll stay together. It's obviously going to roll everywhere, so it's a bit. Stay. Okay. 15. 20, 22. There we go. Yes, 22. How much did it say? It takes this one serving, and it's about. See how much weight. Doesn't seem to say what weightage 8 is that I can see. Okay, contains approximately 2 servings. Alright, okay, well that should be 16 eggs. We've definitely got more than 16. 8 eggs is 1 serving, so you can see there. Contains approximately 2 servings, it says. And then 8 eggs is 1 serving, so what we haven't got 2 servings, we've got a lot more than that. 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 22, so 8, 63. We've almost got 3 servings, so not sure what to make of that really. It's better that you've got more than you'd think, I guess, but clearly if you're measuring your calories and things, you might just sort of, just assume without looking that there's I don't know, sort of 256 calories or whatever, 2 times 128. You think it's 2 servings, but there's actually a lot more than that, and there's over 300. So yeah, what's the weightage of it? 70 grams. But the gist of it is, 2/3, which is roughly 70 grams, based on the fact that 100 grams is 537 calories, is roughly 350. Whereas if you times 128 by 2, it's 256. So you've got a lot more calories there. So pretty poor, that, pretty poor. So you can work it out based on the weightage. So it's not like we've got a ridiculous amount more than we should have. They're just lying to you basically. I've got it wrong. It doesn't contain approximately 2 servings. It contains approximately 3 servings. So it's pretty poor, that. Right, let's give it a chop in half. Let's see what it's like. So the knife's not too sharp. So it's obviously going to scrunch the chocolate up a bit, but you can clearly see the aeratedness there of the chocolate. It's very sort of bubbly. You can see the bubbles there, particularly on the left one. I say it's kind of been smudged in a bit together, and where the knife has made them sort of those lighter colours. But on the right one, on this one rather, on the left, this one here, you can clearly see that it's see all those bubbles there, particularly at the top. That's what it would be pretty much like. So yeah, very interesting. Right, well, I think we should give them a taste. See what they taste like. Obviously, let's do it. Let's give them a taste. Okay, once I get these Nestlé Purely Chocolate Mini Eggs. Purely, I remember the Purely this time. Chocolate Mini Eggs a taste. So I've got one not one I prepared earlier, so it's one I've got from the pack. So you can see, as I said, they do have a bit of a seam. Well, not really egg-shaped either, but they have a bit of a seam. Where they've been stuck together. So it's basically 2 identical halves stuck together in the semblance of making something egg-shaped, but it's not really. Quite easy to manoeuvre these, don't melt at all, Quite obviously not too warm in my house, but normal chocolate would have melted. This one, chocolate shell isn't melting at all. I can rub it around, not melting whatsoever. Yeah, so interesting one. Okay, let's give it a taste. Let's do it. Very soft and velvety, as you could probably imagine and guess. And the fact it's an aerated chocolate. Not too bad actually. It's a very I'd say it's quite a nice chocolate. It's not too bad actually. It's better than I remembered it being. It's not bad. Very does melt in the mouth despite being quite non-melty on the outside. It's not a bad taste actually. I quite it's got a bit of a creamy taste to it. It is quite a creamy chocolate. I think that's more because of the fact that it's as it aerated, just lends it to lends itself to that. Yeah. So I bit it there, so not the knife's not crushed smushed together the aerations as much. So you can see all the bubbles there. And they're quite smaller bubbles as well. I think generally Aeros generally have bigger bubbles than that in the actual bars, but these smaller ones, these eggs, the aerations are a lot smaller, or the bubbles are a lot smaller. And I think that really makes it taste a lot better. I think the bars are not as good basically, because the bubbles are bigger. I think because it's more velvety, it's more like a Cadbury Wispa, these smaller versions of it. And the bubbles could have been bigger, so I don't know why they've made the difference. Unless Aeros have changed recently, we have to revisit them. But I like the fact they've got smaller bubbles. It really does improve it. It makes it more like a Wispa. Yeah, I'm a fan of these. There we go again. So I think the chocolate's not as good as a Cadbury's Wispa though. You can see there, you can clearly see the where the chocolate covering is definitely separate. So it's got like a aerated centre with a separate chocolate covering. Really see that there. It's not as good as a quality chocolate as Wispa basically. But it's nice. These are actually a lot better than the typical Aero. I remember a typical Aero being. I believe, I could be wrong, but it's because that the chocolate's got smaller bubbles in than the regular bar, because it's a lot smaller a thing. And that definitely helps it, Yeah. I like these, they're very nice. Let's say, chocolate's not as good as a Cadbury's Wispa, basically, the chocolate there. I don't think it's dairy milk, but it's nicer than this, but this is still nice. Very velvety. Yeah. Very impressed. I think I'm a good 4 out of 5 for these. So I'm not giving it high because I think Wispas are better, basically. But still a good mark, 4.5 out of 5. I think it's not going to blow your socks. I think the chocolate's not perfect. It's not the nicest chocolate there is, but obviously if this is your favourite chocolate, then 5 out of 5 for sure for you. But I think for me, I think I do prefer Cadbury's Wispa. I think the chocolate's a bit better there. But nonetheless, I think these are really good. And I think in other circumstances, maybe if I had something else in if there's a caramel version or something, I think, and when I say that has actual caramel, not just caramel flavour, which I know there is a caramel flavoured Aero. I think it would lift it even more, and it would be a 4.5 or a 5 maybe. But these are very nice, yeah. The same, yeah. Nearly a 4.5, I think, but I think I'll stick with a 4. But it's very close. They are nice. I'm very impressed. Really velvety, lovely bubbles. Really, they've got the bubbles the perfect size here. A lot better than you'd think. I think a lot better than the regular bar. I'll have to review it again. I'm sure the bubbles are bigger in that. It just doesn't quite work as a result of that. It just tastes a bit not as velvety basically. But yeah, hard to stop eating these. Very nice. 4 out of 5 for sure. But just a shame that the calories I say are very wrong on the packet. I don't know why they've said it's approximately 2 servings when there's approximately 3 servings. So you've got a third more calories than you're expecting. So it's the difference between what it says is 256. And it's actually 384 basically. 384, yeah. So which I was pretty close actually. That I said about 300. Yeah, 350, so I was pretty close to that. Yeah, so, just guessing before based on other things. But anyway, long story short, I was close with the calories. So you know what I mean? So, a bit rubbish that, really, to be honest with you. But, in fact, I might be even closer than I thought, because there's -2 eggs from that. Yeah, so, because it was nearly three servings. But anyway, so, that's a strange one, and it could be, you know, it's not really a problem as such because it's nice to get more than you'd think. But obviously, if you're counting calories and you eat the whole pack, you'd be mistaken for thinking you're only getting 256 calories and you're getting more towards 380 basically. So, a bit rubbish that really. But yeah, 4 out of 5. Really nice, really nice, really nice. But just not as good. I don't know why they don't do Wispa Mini Eggs, do they? I don't know why they don't. That's a strange one. Yeah, baffles me that they do all these other. Cadbury's do all these other mini eggs, but not Wispa ones. Why? I think I've said this before. Why don't they do that? Very strange. But anyway, we've got these in the meantime. 4 out of 5. Okay, so if you enjoyed that review, follow me on Instagram. Check out my other videos as well if you can, and check out the member program also. I say really great way to support the channel. You know, you get something back as well depending on the tier you pick. So please check it out. Really would be great if you could, join there. And if not, leave a comment for free, or even if so, leave a comment for free. Check out the Discord chat as well. It'd be great to see you there. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.